Hey guys, so I'm taking this short little video to mention something that can be interesting for some of you to hear about. And it's about this rabbi that I spoke to, someone that I really appreciate their opinion. And when you're going through stressful times, then sometimes you need someone to talk to, right? Someone that can give you some kind of an idea or an advice, right? Rabbis, for those of you who don't know, are the Jewish kind of authority in the Bible, Torah, all this stuff. So they're the Jewish priests, right? So like a Jewish priest is a rabbi. So basically, I was talking to this great person, and I told him about the struggling that I'm going through with all my situation, business wise, work wise, health wise, stress wise. When you're going through the hard times that I went through in the past year or two with all this pandemic, then no matter how strong you are, or smart, or talented, sometimes things are bigger than you and harder than you, and you need a reminder of how to treat them. And I said, you have a direct connection, straight line to God, right? You send God a fax, and He sends you a fax back. And for all my new fans who are still young and beautiful, a fax machine is a little plastic device that used to send communication on a paper. No, I'm just kidding, but it's funny that people are still using faxes till this day, and it's like, I always make fun of my bank when I tell them, hey, I need something. Can you process this transaction? And they're like, yeah, just send us a fax and let us know. And I'm like, can I just send you an email or go to the internet and click a button? And they're like, we're sorry, we have to have a fax with your signature. I'm like, so 50s, right? It's so the 50s. Anyway, I always make fun of it. So when I talk to my rabbi, I say, you can send a fax, because I guess that God is still 1 million years old, so he probably still uses fax machines. And I said, can you ask him to help me? Maybe he can do something. I'm a very spiritual person. I do believe that there's a huge force that is the creator of all creations in this world, including us, and all other planets and all other sources of life, wherever they are. And maybe you can have him, do something. And he gave me this beautiful answer. He just looked at me and he said, God doesn't owe you anything. I'm like, what? Like, God doesn't owe you anything. Literally, I mean, He doesn't owe you anything. Why would you even think that He will do something for you? He doesn't owe you anything. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I thought that maybe if you pray or if you do something to ask for some kind of help, then He might jump in and do like maybe a micro miracle and help with something. And he said, okay, here's what I'm going to tell you. And he looked into my eyes and he said, well, if we know for a fact that God doesn't owe you anything, maybe you should do something for someone else that you don't owe anything to. Like, think about yourself as God for a second. I want you, Ehud, to stop for a second, take a few minutes, and think of someone that you know from the past few days that asked you something, or that you know that was struggling about something, and you don't owe them anything, but I want you to help them. I want you to find a way to make their struggle a little bit easier. He looked at me and he said, you know what, Ehud? If you will do that, if you will just go ahead and in the next week, you'll do one thing for someone that really you don't need to do that for them, but you will decide that you want to help them. Take time from your own time. And I know how busy you are, and I know how stressful you are with all these things that are going on right now, and help that person in some way that you can help them, even though you don't need to do that. And then, just then, maybe the universe and the big mighty power behind it, the creator, whatever it is for you, might say, hey, this person just did something for someone that he doesn't owe anything to. Maybe I should do something for them as well. And you might see a little micro miracle in your life. So, guys, I want to tell all of you that I love you a lot, and that that I know that I don't do as many videos as I used to, but I'm still trying to find time to do those videos. But I am going to take a few minutes right now and stop and think about someone close to me that I know that they're struggling right now, and they don't expect anything from me, but I will try to help them this upcoming week. And I hope you'll do the same. And another thing I want to tell you is that if you'll see that it was easy to help someone else, try to do that every week. Once a week, say, okay, this week, let me find an hour or two to help someone and help that person. And who knows, maybe the mighty power will send you a micro miracle too every single week. Let me know what you think. Please leave a comment below and share if you have an idea of who you're going to help this week. And until next time, my name is Ehud Segev. I am the Mentalizer, and I want to thank you for following me. Bye-bye.